Hello everyone, and welcome back to the 4-in-1 challenge. And on last episode, if you guys did miss out, we did flatten our entire island, and now we're actually going to work on our first build and our first region on the top left. I went ahead and I'm starting off by doing some water terraforming. Definitely not like me at all, but this challenge is all about getting out of your comfort zone and doing things you haven't done before. So I definitely want to incorporate some water. I definitely took a lot of inspiration from Pinterest and Instagram, looking at different ideas and themes to go off of. And I'm very excited to actually try out some waterscaping. Definitely where I got the inspiration from. If it's not in the title already, we're doing Fourscore for our first island theme. So I'm really excited for it because honestly, I've never done Fourscore ever. So I'm definitely excited to try this out and see where I don't know what I can do with it. There's so many cool ideas to kind of work off of. So I'm definitely looking forward to putting these out and seeing what I can create. And yeah, we are already starting off by water terraforming, and now we're terraforming some cliffs. Bluebear loves to sit there the whole time. I actually had to push her out of the way to continue building these cliffs. And I actually put them all the way like to the end of where I did my waterscape. I'm trying to create a waterfall that's going into my pond, and I don't know, I saw these ideas with like bridges and stuff, so I definitely want to incorporate like a bridge or a few bridges even into this build. I don't know, I saw so many cool ideas, but I am limited to how much space I have, so I had to be careful on how big I actually made this. So I did kind of downsize what I was doing, just because I didn't want to make it too big. But yeah, you can see those trees are actually coming into use from where I flattened my island out the other day. But yeah, I needed to actually extend this out because it would not let me create a 3 wide waterfall. So I had to awkwardly go all the way across and expand this out one on each side, so I can have a 3 wide waterfall. I don't know why that works like that, it just does. So yeah, and I sharpen these corners off here too, and then I want to do the same thing on each of these sides since I was already kind of over there doing that. And then I awkwardly could not terraform this one side, and then I had to break down everything that I already created before. I wanted to see if you could like smooth out this like corner. I couldn't do it. Maybe you can. I have no idea. So I just left it, and there's me failing a lot more. And then I finally got to the other side, and we can continue on now. I ran back over here just to see where I was at because I did want to kind of line these up slightly because I will be having 2 bridges here. So I just wanted to make sure it looked okay. Like I said, I've never done anything like this before. So I just wanted to make sure I got it right the first time, so I didn't have to destroy like 2 bridges just to move it over by 1. And I did find out that I had to expand this out just a little bit more. I was trying to keep it a little bit smaller though because I don't want to make this too big, because I don't want my whole build to be just like this build. I need to save room for other things, and plus I still need room for 2 houses. So you got to be kind of careful on how far you build out, and that's exactly what I was doing because I'm not going to make it that big. So it'll work out good. I actually have a lot of ideas in mind, and I cannot wait to actually show them to you guys because it's gonna be really cool. And now what I was doing here is just building a 3rd level actually, or I guess 2nd level, so I can have a background here like with some trees and flowers. I can't wait to start actually decorating things. And yeah, I went ahead and started placing down just some holes so I can have an idea where I wanted to place my trees at and to make sure I had enough room. I was trying to decide if I wanted to expand this out some more, and I actually did, just to make it, I don't know, fill in more, and try to make it an organic shape, I guess, to where it's not looking just like a box. So I was just fooling around with this to see if I can actually create something like that. I think it ended up okay. It didn't need to be anything too special, just, I don't know, enough. And I really think it turned out really good because now I can place down more trees, so I was definitely happy with it. And another thing I'm really excited to show you guys is the pathing. I'm definitely going to be linking this down in the description below. You guys check out this pathing, especially if you have any, like, it can be, I don't know, any type of forest core like related. This pathing is awesome. It definitely took me a while to get used to because I wanted to make these small paths, like kind of like these winding paths, like you made like a trail in the woods or something. I think this is really cool. I definitely saw a lot of ideas like this online, and I wanted to see, I don't know, how I could use it and see if it looked any good. And I loved how it turned out, and I'm really happy I was able to find this pathing too. And it looks amazing and very realistic, because I definitely want to stick with that realistic like theme, I guess. But yeah, it looked really awesome, and I was really happy how it turned out. And I also took a lot of the other pathings from the same creator, because honestly they just looked amazing. These like fake little like I don't know, like patches of grass and like flowers and stuff. I don't know, they work really well, and I don't know, I was in love with them. I liked using them. And yeah, now I'm just making another path. I want it to go kind of upwards, like to where that cliff is, because that's actually going to be where I put down my first incline. And I really can't wait to start actually decorating, because I'm really looking forward to doing this. Like I said before, I've never done forest core ever, so I have so many different items I've really never used before, and I don't know, I think it's going to be really fun. Finishing up this pathing over here, I definitely did get confused after a while. I don't know, I kind of stayed confused, honestly. You kind of get lost on how this path is going, and I don't know, it got really hard for a while, but I finally finished this, and I wanted to go ahead and place down my bridge. And I actually made a little bridge and it's really cute, and I'm really excited because I didn't even know you could really like do this, because I didn't know they could be like this small. So I'm really happy about it, and there it is. I really like how it turned out. And I wanted to go ahead and place down the rest of my pathing under here, and then I am going to finish up the pathing over here really quick. And I didn't know over here where I wanted, like what I wanted to do just quite yet, just because it is a really small area. So I went ahead and just placed down a tree to hopefully help me later on decide on what I wanted to put over here, just to cover up some more of the area. After looking at it some more, I might put like a little like tent or something over here, just something cute and easy, because I definitely want to make like some campsites and stuff over here, just to fit in with the forest core. I've never made one before, so I'm definitely looking forward to doing different things over here. And now that we got the path done, let's go ahead and go up to Resident Services and speak to Tom Nook to go ahead and grab our first incline. And I wanted to go for a very natural one, so I got the natural ramp. It's honestly cheaper too, and I don't know, I like how it looks. I've never used them purposely in a build, so yeah, I'm very excited for that. And now that we're over on the next day, I went ahead and grabbed a lot of flowers and bushes, just to help fill in the area. And I'm actually going for a yellow and white flower like combo. I really like that idea. I've never used yellow and white before, so I was definitely looking forward to it. And for some reason I can't place a tree right there, which I did not agree with, so yeah, I put a bush there instead. And I don't like how these bushes are, I don't know, like blue. I didn't think that they would be. I don't know, I like the leaves, so I wanted to use those. So the blue was kind of throwing me off. I might have to change that later on, but for right now we'll definitely stick with it. And yeah, here's the kids tent like I was telling you about. Just made a little like campsite. I think this made the area, I don't know, perfect. I like it. It's something cute and easy, and it doesn't have to be like too much. And then put a pile of leaves there. And yeah, now to go over to the big side, I will be using these brown street lamps just to help with the lighting. And over here, I did decide to use some vines just to cover up that mountain, so it's not just like dirt. And these fences too, they definitely help add so much. And I don't know, it's forest core, so I think they work out perfectly. I've been on a lot of trails myself, so seeing these like windy dirt paths and like random like fences and bridges, I don't know, it's really cool to me, and I was really happy that I actually did this forest core first, because I had a lot of fun with this. Definitely really different. I definitely had some trouble though trying to figure out what I wanted to place along here, just because it is a smaller path and where I'm not used to doing anything like this. I got kind of confused after a while, and plus it had me thinking too, like there's no reason why I can't build one space back, because it's still, I don't know, like that means each quad can have an extra space. So I definitely took advantage of that and started placing down items over here, and I think it'll help with the atmosphere, because like it will kind of, I don't know, it'll make it feel like it's more encaged, I feel like, and I don't know, I think it worked out really well. And I did decide to use some wheat fields just to kind of cover up this area. I don't know, I didn't know really what to put right there, so I went ahead and just use some wheat fields. And if you see this too, I actually went ahead and time traveled a lot and got all kinds of different like sized trees just to help with some height. And it worked out really well, because I didn't think I was going to use them at first, and I actually used a lot of them. So I was happy I actually took the time to use those. And I definitely noticed too that forest core is a lot about layering, so I definitely wanted to make sure I was doing that. So I wanted to make all kinds of different layers of flowers, fences, bushes, and trees. I've seen a lot of builds to where they do that and they look phenomenal, so I definitely wanted to make sure I was doing that just to help capture this theme. And now that I was finally content on the time being on that back area, I went ahead and started working on this little like curve. I just started by placing down a vine, and this stool, I love this stool, it's so cute. I was actually really glad I came across this. I definitely cannot wait to use a lot of certain items in this build. It's, I don't know, gonna be really fun for me. And now I'm just adding a lot of trees just to give it some height and to where it makes it feel like it's like blocking off certain areas. And now that I'm done with that, I went ahead and went back across my little pond here and actually placed down another tent here and a fishing rod. I wanted this to be kind of like a little fishing area, like some little camper is camping here and they wanted to fish. I don't know. I thought it was a cute idea, so I wanted to make sure I did that. And I really liked how this turned out. I was really pleased with it. I did want to use some custom design paths just to help cover up the green grass. I don't know, to help change it up a little bit, but I was really happy on how that little camp area turned out. Back on the other side, I wanted to use this direction post, but I wanted to place down something underneath of it, but this thing could not be centered for some reason, so I just kind of left it how it was. I really like how, I don't know, I really like them in general, so I didn't really care. And now on the top area, I did end up just started placing down trees kind of everywhere. I didn't know how I wanted to do that upper area, so I just kind of grabbed whatever I would think would fit and work and just kind of went with it. I started off by using this smaller tree here and then putting these bigger trees behind it. And if you guys didn't know this too, if you want different sized trees and you want them to stay, all you gotta do is plant a fruit like right like in front of them, beside them, anywhere, as long as it's like right beside of them, and then it actually won't grow anymore. I guess because a fruit tree can't grow right beside a tree, I don't know. But it works out that way. So yeah, if you guys didn't know that, go ahead and try it out. It's definitely really cool. And I don't know, I think it works out really well. I wanted to scoot this one tree over so I can place down some more trees. Anything to give me more greenery to make it more forest-like, I wanted to do that. So I was really happy I was able to place down all those trees up there. And now that I got that done, I went ahead and started making my like spiral pathing. I actually love this so much. I love how it turned out. I'm really glad that I really found this pathing. And now that I got my pathing kind of laid out, this is the blueprints of like how I'm going to place everything. So my mind just exploded on what I was going to do. So I went ahead and just started picking up all kinds of trees. I ran back and forth to get some like bushes and flowers and just fill in this area as much as I can. So when I got back, I went ahead and just started placing down some flowers and bushes. Again, these bushes, they're so blue. It's like, I don't know, like kind of messing with my mind. So eventually I think I will either like time travel or change out my bushes. I don't know. I feel like it's missing something. But I just kept going and went ahead and started filling in the area with all kinds of greenery to help fill it in some more. And I really like how it was turning out. It's definitely looking very full, and like I was saying before, all the different layers and stuff. And over here I did end up adding a party light arch. I think it looks really nice, and I was really glad that I used it. And now that you'll see me over here picking up some flowers, you might be thinking, what are you doing? I did end up changing out some of my flowers just because I didn't think there was enough variety. So I did actually end up using another flower. Don't worry, I still did use the yellow. But yeah, you see that I time traveled, and the bushes, they're actually green now. They look so much better. And I end up swapping out some of the white flowers with some of these mums. It's kind of an off-white, and I don't know, I just think it adds so much more. And I don't know, I just think it looks, I don't know, not as like fake. I don't know, it kind of looked like, I don't know, like the flowers weren't real. I feel like the mums are just look realistic, and I don't know, I like them, and I was really happy with this decision overall. Let me know if you guys get this way too, like during a build, like you feel like you can add something more and then you have to go back and then you have to destroy what you already built. I feel like I do this a lot. I don't know, I guess it may be, I don't know, I like to be a perfectionist or something. But yeah, I was definitely happy that I did this. It made me feel a lot better. And yeah, I feel like it just, I don't know, it added everything that I wanted it to add. Now that I got that lower area filled in, I needed to go up here on the top level and actually start to fill this in, like all of it. All I had to do was really just put in a mixture of flowers everywhere. I definitely like doing this. I don't know, it just looks so fun. Like I said, I saw so many ideas on Pinterest and Instagram. I definitely wanted to add in like all these layers and stuff and see what I could create. And this was definitely really fun for me, and I don't know, just like a different pace. So yeah, all I did was just kind of fill in this upper area with a lot of greenery, and then I also used some fence. I really like this fence a lot. I don't know, I just feel like it adds so much and it really fits with the theme. So I was really happy that I actually found this fence and used it. And I ran out of resources, so I actually did end up running over to Resident Services, and this is where I'm going to buy my last bridge. I'm really excited to see how this turns out. I made another like small little bridge, so I think it'll look really cute. And now that I got everything that I needed, I went back up and I actually filled in this one area, and I started to fill in the rest of this area up here. At this point in time, I was so happy that I ended up getting those mums, just because spacing out 2 different flowers along here, it would have been a nightmare, and having 3, it just made it so much easier. Looking back on it, I actually may have used 4 flowers rather than 3, but I don't know, I was pretty happy with it. But yeah, finishing this up here, I went ahead and placed down my bridge, and let's go ahead and pay it off and time travel to the next day, and let's finish up with our final walkthrough. And that wraps up today's video and our first build on the 4-in-1 challenge. I really hope you guys did enjoy today's video, and also our theme, Forest Core. It's going to be like that for a little bit, and I'm really excited to see what all we can create. And if you guys did enjoy today's video and want to see more 4-in-1 challenge, please do consider liking and subscribing so you guys don't miss out on anything. And until next time.